So I'm always saying on this channel that I am here to make the videos that I was looking for when we started our special needs journey, and I'm going to talk more about that today. So hey sweet people, I am Heather Sweetman. I am so glad you're here. I am a mama of four who lives in the city of Chicago with our four beautiful children with my husband Matt. Our youngest has quadriplegia spastic cerebral palsy, and she is 11 years old. So I make unedited YouTube videos while driving around running errands while she is at therapy. I am currently on my way to go pick her up now. So this is going to be a short one. If the motion of the traffic makes you sick, just listen to me. It's okay. You don't need to see my face. So what kind of videos was I looking for? When we first got our diagnosis, when we first knew something was wrong, I threw myself into all the therapies, all the things. I knew, we were told that the first 2 years matter significantly, and she was around 8 months old when she got a verbal diagnosis, and we started therapies at 8 months old. I knew something was off around 4 months old, 6 months old, and the pediatrician said at 4 months, hey, let's wait to 6 months. Let's see if she's tripoding. She wasn't. She wasn't rolling. She wasn't babbling. And she's a baby of 4, so I knew something was wrong. So 6 months, we got recommended to early intervention. She got into the program at 7 months. She started therapy at 7 months and then got a verbal diagnosis at 8 with a conclusive MRI just after around 1.5. So those first couple years, I just threw myself into everything the therapist told us. We were having physical, occupational, and speech therapy twice a week. So 6 hours of therapy a week, and each therapy session, the therapist is telling you, hey, add this, do this, daily exercise, this daily stretch, and we were doing all of it. And with CP, you have these wraps and body things, and to keep the body in a good position. And she wasn't sleeping. She screamed the first 3 months of her life, and then we got her on some probiotics, and then she calmed way down, but then she would cry throughout the night, and so very little sleep. Where'd I get to? So threw ourselves into those first couple of years, and then around year 3, we had not seen really any progress with her. Very, very little progress. I was kind of losing hope. The different markers that the doctors had given us, she was not meeting. And I also knew that every special needs child is on their own time frame, and you have to celebrate those inch stones and all of that. But I was really, really losing steam at the pace that I had been keeping. And I just felt sad all the time and felt like nothing I did was making a difference. Nothing I did mattered. And I started looking on YouTube for kind of, emotionally relevant YouTube videos and for parents of special needs kids. And guys, I just couldn't find any. I just couldn't find any. I found a ton on different therapies, different clinics, all the special things like horse therapy and aqua therapy and why they're good and all the stuff. And I just couldn't find anything about special needs parenting, and just feeling sad and hopeless. And I get it, we adore our children, right? So who wants to make videos that are like, I feel sad about my special needs kid, or that's hard. It's awkward and hard to talk about. You don't want your kid to hear you say that because you adore your child and you're for them, you love them. But in the same space, it's like, oh, I feel so sad. And I just didn't know what was wrong with me. I'm like, what is wrong with me? And what, I can't find, YouTube has everything. You can find everything on YouTube, and I couldn't find this. So I just felt baffled, and it almost made me feel more alone. And then prior to that, probably, I think around year 1.5, a friend gave me a book, Every Bitter Thing is Sweet, by Sarah Hagerty, and that doesn't have anything to do with special needs. Being a caregiver or having a special needs kid, that is about her journey with infertility. And I had found that very helpful and very insightful, and gave me language to things I was feeling in my heart. Just this language of grief about long-term suffering, long-term chronic illness, disability, these things that impact your entire life for the rest of your life. And the shock and transition of, unless you're adopting a special needs child, no one sees this coming, right? And especially, maybe if there's some kind of genetic thing going on in your family, then maybe you would be aware. But I think CF is genetic, right? Sorry, I'm slightly distracted by my hair because I cut it. And what's messing with me? So that just gave me a little bit of language, but I think I wanted to find parents on YouTube who were like, you can do this, it's gonna be okay. And I still am not hugely active on Facebook, social media. I know there's some massively helpful support groups and all that stuff on Facebook, but I find when I go on Facebook or Instagram, it just is, all the photos and the comparison just comes at me. And so I just try to avoid that stuff. And I'm just not great at reading posts and posting myself. And I think I find a lot of, I just enjoy YouTube and hearing people's stories. And if I want to comment, I can, but you can learning from people without signing up to be a part of a community. It's like you are without doing all of the reading and writing and all of that. So maybe that's an attention span thing for me. I don't know. But yeah, I couldn't find anything. So I've been off and on with this YouTube channel. I'm trying to be more consistent. I'm kind of entering into a different season in life. Our older three are older. They're all in high school now, which is crazy. And I don't necessarily, it's funny because I feel busier in some ways with that than with littles. I think there's just more required of me through the evening hours, emotional support and stuff I want to be there for, right? I want to, my relationship with my children is the most important, one of the most important things to me, next to my relationship with God and my relationship with my husband. So I want to make time for that. But anyway, I just feel like I'm in a different season and a little bit more availability. So I don't know if anybody's going to care about this, but you might wonder well, Heather, what the heck were you looking for and why couldn't you find it? I don't know why I couldn't find it. I still can't find it. So anyway, I think we need all the practical stuff, right? We need the practical, this stuff can help, but also I think we need a space where we're being open and honest and real with what it's like to be a special needs parent. And it probably is on Facebook. I am sure I could find all of that on Facebook, but I'm not on Facebook, and it kind of makes me depressed when I go on it. So anyway, that's why I say what I say. So in case you're wondering, but if you have not subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe. Guys, I'm at 95 subscribers, which is such a tiny little channel, and it's great. I would love to get to 100. what month are we in? September. It would be so fun to be to 100 subscribers by this time next month. So October 4th, I don't know, can we get 5 subscribers in 1 month? We'll see. All right, love you, friends. See you soon.